welcome back to the channel. Now, I actually couldn't do any videos for a couple of weeks because I got a virus and I lost my voice. So here I am back in business. But what I thought would be useful was, as happens with so many people, when I got my virus, one of the things that happened was you get a bit headachy and you get a bit of tension in your neck and shoulders. You feel a bit of pressure. I also sometimes felt as if there was congestion, you know, sort of in your ears, that sort of area. It's not pleasant. Everyone knows what it feels like when you've got a virus. So one of the areas that you tend to get a lot of relief and you can do a little bit of massage is actually at the base of the skull, the occipital area. And you more or less can follow the hairline if you want to feel basically where you want to work on. But if you can do it yourself or get someone to help you, when you're feeling a little bit headachy or a little bit just under par, as I say, maybe you're recovering from a virus, then just doing some simple moves here, a lot of them which you'll have seen when we do head massage, when we do Indian head, even when you do the neck and shoulders in your basic massage, your Swedish massage, even your aromatherapy, it goes on and on. A lot of the work on the base of the skull, at the top of the neck, the occipital area, is really beneficial, and you don't even need any oil. We've got zero oil here, and all you have to do is just feel for the indentation here. Do not work on it because you don't want to work on the spine, so you're feeling for the spine here. Avoid here, but then you can just do things such as just working with the thumbs. If you want to put your head down, if you just want to stretch your neck down, you can stretch it to where you feel is comfortable. I mean, when you don't feel well, sometimes it's almost as if your head is just hanging down because you're just not right. But just feeling for that indentation, feeling down for the spine and avoiding, but then just working with the thumbs, no oil, nothing, but just following the hairline and just working in little circles up to the ears can be so beneficial. And the reason is it can release tension, it can stimulate just muscle points, it can activate nerve endings, it can boost circulation, that improves the blood flow. It can do so much just because it's stimulating the nerve endings. It can soothe. It does so many things. It alleviates headaches because it's doing all of these things. It is so beneficial, and that's all you have to do. And just very gently work along. You do not need any oil, any lotion, anything at all. Just work into those ears and then relaxing, and then maybe you can do the same, but again you're just avoiding the middle part. You'll know these moves if you want to support at the forehead. You take your hand, you just place your hand on the forehead for support, and then you can use your thumb and your forefinger just to work along that area. And it is, honestly, it does so much. And when you're feeling a bit achy and a bit headachy, tensions there, a bit congested, this does so much. And then just the effect of then moving on, because you've got the full span of your thumb and your finger on that area, and then it becomes like a scoop. So it starts off as the little circles and then it gets wider and wider and wider till it's the scoop. It feels very comforting too. So it's relaxing, it's soothing, as I say, it's comforting, it's boosting the circulation, it's relaxing the muscles. There are so many benefits to this, and all you're doing, either yourself or asking somebody to do it for you, is just easing that area when you feel, let's be honest, you feel really lousy, you don't feel good. And then if you want, you can slide the fingers down. That also can really help to release any muscle tension there. We've got some erythema here because we're boosting that circulation and we're warming up the muscles. But honestly, it's just working on that area when you don't feel good does so much. We can also press and release the fingers. All you're doing is just taking the fingers. If you're unsure of what you're doing, just follow that hairline. If there is no hairline, you can actually see roughly where the bones lie, the base of the skull. You can work it out. And as long as you're avoiding that middle part, you can't go wrong. Just press and release, press and release, press and release. It's so simple. And then we can always go into that classic scooping. We're scooping on either side of the neck. We're sliding up. Now you can slide up and down. You can't really go wrong. And again, if you're just feeling under the weather, a bit headachy, obviously you still do what you have to do when it's a virus. You keep your fluids up, you eat when you can. If you need to take any medications to relieve it, you do. But it's the time of year when you move into the change of season, and I always think it's when you go from the warmer to the colder here. That's when I seem to get viruses, and you always wonder where you picked it up. I have no clue, but yeah, pretty lousy. And as I say, when I lost my voice, I did actually say, do you think I should still film anyway, because I've kind of got a voice? But I was told, yeah, but it won't be relaxing to listen to. And I never thought about that. Yeah, I might be able to talk just about, but you might be thinking, oh, shut up, that is not relaxing, that's not enjoyable. So we waited until my voice came back, and it's back now. We're all good. So yes, if you're feeling pretty lousy, if you've got something working on you, if it's definitely manifesting in headaches and you know what it is, honestly, if you do the temples, you do the forehead, but don't forget that the base of the skull, there's a lot going on there, a lot of tension, a lot of things can be stemming from this area, and you might want to think about just doing a little bit of very simple, very basic work there, but it can be so effective. And then if you want to, you can put a little bit of heat there within reason. If you're already very warm, maybe cool it down. It's whatever feels right for you. I certainly, in the first couple of days, I became so hot, and the skin to the touch was so hot. But thankfully it didn't last too long, but the voice definitely decided to take a little holiday for a few days. So tell me how you've been. Have you managed to avoid anything? Do you find that you naturally go to the base of the neck? Is that somewhere that you even just take your hand and you massage yourself when you feel you need to? We've got some lovely erythema to prove how quickly we can get the circulation working there and have some relief. It's not going to cure anything, but it can certainly help with relief. So I'd love to know. And everyone take care, try and dodge the viruses where you can. I'll see you again very soon.